shout, make America great, tell them what it's about. Facts over feelings, cutting through the noise, fighting woke mobs and the kids with toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate, lips BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truth to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their crying. Truth on the mic while they keep lying. They wanna cancel, they wanna control, but we got the truth, we breaking the mold. Speak your mind, don't let them bind. Words cut through, sharper than the sword of kind. Senses just raw, no filter to stop. Voices rise up from the bottom to top. Feelings don't matter when the truth's laid bare. No nonsense, come at us if you dare. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their crying. Truth on the mic while they keep lying. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their crying. Truth on the mic while they keep lying. Podcast warriors, say the flame to shout. Make America great, tell them what it's about. Facts over feelings, cutting through the noise. Fighting woke mobs and the kids with toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate. Lips BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truth to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night.
Hey, it's To The Point with Mike, Leo, and Vince.
Hey, it's To The Point. Mike, Leo, and Vince. Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Leo. Welcome back to episode 147. 48. 148. We did 147 last week.
Oh,
and
you're right.
I don't even think I uploaded it to Spotify. I don't know. Spotify. I don't know.
My days are all confused, man. It's just something in the universe that's shifting this year for some reason. You know, I think this month has a little bit extra days.
I don't think
No.
there's any extra days.
February's the shortest month of the year. Anyways, thank you guys before.
That's a whole conspiracy. I think we should bring up is the calendar. You know, and the difference.
Well,
I don't know. I heard some talk amongst the ladies that I just happened to be around that the lunar calendar and it would be different. I don't.
well, and then you got leap.
I heard you talking about flat Earth the other day with
Oh, yeah.
people out in public with you, and I just kept on walking. So I
I got them going there for a minute, man. I got, I gave them all the information that I had, and then they were all talking among each other, and I was like, all right, deuces, see ya, I'm out.
yeah.
But anyways, before we get going, make sure you give us a like, give us a follow. It don't take nothing but just a little click of a button.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure we're live everywhere else.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, if you're just come across us on a mic, then that's Vince in the middle, and there's Leo, and we are To The Point podcast, and we've been getting together for 148 episodes at least now. Plus, we do some other things like the Conspiracy Club.
There's something by your thing, Vince. That's
Are you?
No, it's the thing.
Is he tripping? No, it's the top of his. It's this. It's a giant ass. Look at this thing.
Oh, is that what that is?
I don't know.
It is bugging me.
How come it's not moving?
There it is. Yeah, move it.
Oh, that's because that's a feed right there. Hold on. See? There we go.
There you go, Vince.
Big old cannon. Anyways, episode 148. Make sure you
I was
follow
like,
us.
what is in
We
front of this?
are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Rumble and Kick. We just did a little TikTok thing. I don't know how to use it. I don't know, but
We're not TikTok
to
yet.
include it in our thing, we have to, I don't know, do things that we don't want to do, and it seems dirty, but it's TikTok, and there's engagement over there. So, anyways, give us a like and follow.
How long
Drop
has
a comment.
TikTok been out for now?
I don't know. It's a good thing for Google.
A lot of the
Somebody can Google that when we go to Warrior
a
Shield.
lot of the content out on TikTok over the years have been a lot of pro-Trump stuff on there too, so should be a pretty good following.
I don't know. I heard that the censorship is getting pretty bad over there right now. So we've already gotten 2 strikes on there, and I've only been putting stuff on there for like a month, maybe 2 months. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else has experienced that, but I didn't even know about the first one.
9 years ago,
9 years ago, it would have been
2016,
and I watched
September
the thing on
20th.
MySpace the other day.
September 20th, 2016.
Did you have a MySpace?
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
be on MySpace.
MySpace was, I think, is what Facebook should morph back into. Like, go to somebody's page and you can hear their favorite song at the moment or whatever, whatever pictures they want up. There's a little photo carousel, and that's what MySpace was about. But MySpace, I watched the video, got sucked up into News Corp and was a dying thing because they didn't have the back end to support it. And it was just a mess, and it was ran into the ground. And somewhere, they said, I think in 2016, somebody deleted something, and it wiped out all the data that was on the platform before that date, or before a certain date. So it's like it was originally designed for artists to share their music, and a lot of it just gone. Quick delete, gone. And you can still go to MySpace right now, but stuff doesn't load. What killed MySpace was Google, and what it was is they contracted with Google for ad space, and they ended up having to fill their pages with Google ads, and that stuff would run people's bandwidth. Think about the internet today is different,
Right.
but still, imagine having a whole page full of live ads constantly, doing its thing, and it's just users left MySpace by the millions.
It's funny because I was thinking about like all the stuff that's on the internet, Mike, like all the servers that are needed to keep all that stored. It's just we put so much stuff, like just the amount of videos on YouTube, like that's all got to be stored somewhere.
Yeah,
It's crazy to think.
yeah. I don't know. I don't understand how it all works.
It's just something I was thinking about one night, and it's just like I actually should watch a YouTube video on it, how all that shit works, because it's just crazy to think everything that's on the internet, it's all being stored somewhere.
I was actually messing around with some code and some online virtual server to run one of our streams of all of our content for IRC Media. I kind of got bogged down, and the server, it's not expensive, but for a little bit more, you can almost pay to have your stuff done with another service. So it's just a matter of knowing how to do the stuff, code. I don't know that shit.
I don't know.
And ChatGPT is not that smart.
I'm more of a hands-on. I like to use my hands, and I'm a visual person. I like to see it. That's just me.
Yeah.
I can't be behind a screen either. It's just
You're behind one right now.
I know, but like the computer and do this and type. It's just
Like a programmer type thing.
yeah. No,
Yeah. I took that
just
programming in high school, and I was good at it back then. Of course, it's 100%. None of that applies today. What I learned back then, but yeah, I couldn't see myself doing that for a living, like sitting behind a computer, programming things and building websites like all day long. Like I don't think I could sit behind a computer all day.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Anyways,
So,
Yeah, we're getting a lot of talk.
no, you're good. You're good. You have anything else before we kick it off to Warrior Shield and come back with our first story? Or
go ahead, kick it off. Let's see.
All right,
So
Warrior Shield. Don't forget, Warrior Shield's coming up in September. I believe it's the 18th. I want to go. Hopefully, we're streaming again with Dale and Jim. Hopefully, these guys come along. I know Joanne came. It was a great time. A great benefit. Really cool. And heroes, like you wouldn't believe there. One of which is Natasha Owens. I wish I had her video. I have to go buy her video, but they did a quick AI video of the fraud in Minnesota. But she's also the one that sings the national anthem. Anyways, here's
There's a kind of strength you can't buy or borrow. It's born in the fire, tempered by sacrifice, and carried by those who never stopped serving. Some heroes wear uniforms. Others wear scars. They're veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. Men and women who gave everything and still keep giving. At the Warrior Shield Foundation, we stand beside them, shoulder to shoulder, providing the support, the care, and the community they deserve. We're a proud non-profit, a 501c3, built to protect those who protect us. We don't just serve our own. We help other non-profits reach their missions too, because together, we make the Shield stronger. Donate and help our cause, help their cause, because every act of kindness builds hope where the battle still rages inside. Join the mission. Donate today. Visit warriorshield.org, because heroes deserve a foundation as strong as their sacrifice.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're back with more news for you guys. We are
To the Point podcast.
Hey. Anyways, guys, welcome back to episode 148.
So here, we'll throw it at this real quick. The dude that shot at Trump at Mar-a-Lago at the golf course, right?
Right.
Ruth, I think Ryan Ruth or something. He was a weirdo, man.
You like
no
smoked him out or
kids,
something like that,
people-
right? Something like
Yeah, he was hiding in the bushes and shit like that. Can't believe he got that close. He got life in prison. Federal prison, a federal charge. Here's that news story.
Where was he gonna throw this
life in prison. This, of course, was over the Trump assassination attempt. We'll have a live report in just moments. And as you'll remember, the jury deliberated for about 2 hours, but they came to the decision, according to our reports, within 10 minutes after viewing the exhibits.
Very short clip. Yeah, within 10 minutes, they were like, yeah, the guy did it. That's how you do it, right? What's all this deliberation for days?
But then again,
Evidence was clear as day.
Right. There wasn't really any, there's no doubt
But then again,
guilty of it.
I'm nobody to judge nobody. You know, I'm just Leo from To the Point podcast.
I'm here.
Well, I don't have more video.
Right, but
I'm
think
here to
about-
judge.
There was overwhelming evidence, and the guy
Right, but think about it.
was fucking took a shot at the president.
Right, okay.
He's lucky he didn't
No,
get
but I
the
know.
death penalty there.
But listen to what I'm going to say. Right.
Back in the day, he would have been hung in the streets.
Right. And that's where I'm going to. Like, okay, he got life in prison now, but how much is that going to cost the state?
Oh, I agree. They should just go ahead and give him the chair.
I don't believe so. I don't believe that.
No, actually, really, it's a bigger punishment for him to have to spend his whole life in prison.
Right.
But I don't think. Sometimes I think the prisons
like
give
where
them a little too much, though. Like,
okay, here, hold on. Let me rephrase the question.
Mhm.
At what point or at what where or when do you decide maybe we shouldn't give him life in prison? Maybe there should be something else.
what, like
To not just to him, but to anybody.
Yeah, what do
what do you mean? Like, put him to work?
No, like
Is he going to start making shoes for Nike?
like who like that like
Well,
who,
this was the guy who tried to recruit help from Afghanistan. Remember?
right.
He tried to recruit somebody from Afghanistan to smuggle weapons over the Mexican border, like
This
major
guy.
weapons, yes,
This guy.
to shoot frickin' Trump out of the sky at his airport, you know. And
Why has it got to be Mexico? Why is it always got to be Mexico?
well, because it was a vulnerable point during the
Right.
Biden administration.
You get close. Mexico's the closest you can get without actually being there.
So this guy is lucky to get life in prison. I mean, I don't know. What are you going to do? Give him the death penalty? He didn't kill anybody. I mean, I know he took a shot at the president, but I'm not comfortable with like the death penalty, like government sanctioned death, whether it's abortion in the womb or for a heinous crime. I still don't think the government should be putting anybody to death.
You don't think so?
No. I mean, if it's like a pedophile or something like that,
I was just going to say,
I would put it amongst a panel of parents after a conviction
yeah.
and the death
But, like,
penalty sentence to
if
say
he did something,
yeah or no.
if he did something to one of your kids, you're going to want the death penalty.
I would probably vote for it. Yeah, if we made it that far.
Right.
I might even give them a chance to take care of themselves. I don't know, but it's not Mike's world, you know?
Right.
But
I mean, it's just a question because
I just don't think the government should sanction murder in the womb or not in the womb. I just don't. Or assisted suicide, anything like that. It's not
because I've been watching I've been watching some videos about like people in prisons and stuff like that, you know, that are in prison or in county jails and stuff like that. And it's like sometimes some of them try to do good, but the people that are in there, you know, that have nothing else to lose will just go in there just to pick on you, just to start shit with you, to like provoke you and stuff like that. And I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this.
Where were you going with this?
I was wondering the same thing.
Anyways,
we're still talking about Ryan Root, the guy that shot at the president.
Yeah, the shot at the president. So,
Yeah.
Life in prison. So I wonder where he's going to serve his time. I'm sure they probably move him around, don't you?
That was in a court in Fort Pierce, Florida, which was not.
Oh, was it really?
Oh yeah. The federal courthouse. A lot of the Trump impeachment trial, or one of the trials, was handled.
Oh, we have a federal court here in
Yes,
Fort Pierce.
Yes.
Really?
Not here, but down south from here.
Right.
We don't live in Fort Pierce.
So, Leo, you were saying they should do something else with him. What were you what were you kind of saying? Like, what ideas do you have that they could do with him other than life in prison? Like, put them to work, have them do something useful with their lives, or
do something with them. You know, use them as an informant, as
let them run call centers. I mean, put them to work to do something, right?
Or he still has to have some kind of. Oh, he's not going to get paid for it.
Yeah. Well, it's like I say the same thing about people on welfare that perfectly are capable of doing something, even if it's just put them to work, give them a job.
Right.
They can call and try to collect taxes from people that owe money on their taxes. Something.
Right.
Make them earn the money.
No, I agree. You know.
I mean, I think you're right.
Serving life in prison, they should have to kind of earn their way. Why should the taxpayers pay for it?
Yeah, for sure. He should be able to, they should be able to have like, I don't know, some kind of programs or something to be like, we know you're not a bad person and you committed a crime or like this guy, you know, okay, he shot at the president, okay, but does he have a criminal history or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
he was trying to
Like what else
recruit
is?
people. Actually, did I say Afghanistan? It was Ukraine.
Oh.
Yeah, and it had something to do with some Afghans that were crossing the Mexican border,
Right.
but they were trying to get weapons out of Ukraine. Turn Leo up some now. Turn Leo out. Of course, I can't see a fucking thing with glasses on.
Aren't they for the opposite of that?
But yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. Put them to work, man.
No, I agree.
Use them as a study. You know, like you could study them, and you know, put them like a science study for humans and stuff like that. Like, does this work for humans or whatever? I mean, you know, what else are you gonna have to do? What else are you gonna do while you're in prison? I mean, you're there for life. You're there to die. So why not use you as a science thing? You know, like people that go to sleep and see things, or I don't know, Vince.
Well, yeah, I mean, they should have to do some sort of job. I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of like a sweat factory type thing, but like there should be a fucking factory in the freaking prison, and they all do something to make money to keep the prison running.
We got a side text said, "Nice hat, Vince."
Was that from John?
Yes, that was from John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, we'll go on from that. That was that dipshit. That was kind of crazy.
Anyways, the Earth is still flat.
There's other stories I want to get to.
Let's go.
Let's get into the Grammys. Remember Ricky Gervais? He was funny as shit.
Oh.
Here's a video of him a couple years ago roasting the people he was hosting an award ceremony for.
Room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to the cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer. And it's still more fun than this. Okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way. So in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. You had to make your own way here, your own plane, didn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and off, okay? In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world.
You know, and then, of course...
But listen, it's to the point, and it's the truth. And people don't like that. People don't like to be put in the spot.
I only know this name because my daughter likes... I mean, she's a young girl. She listens to all kinds of music. Oddly enough, she doesn't care what they believe politically. If she just likes the music. But Billie Eilish, do you know this name, Leo?
I've recently heard it. Yeah, I've recently.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
And that was the statement that I've heard.
And you know how I love this statement. This is the Grammys the other night. Ricky Gervais, that was years ago.
Yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and I say sorry.
Yeah, meanwhile,
no one is illegal on stolen land.
freaking multi-million-dollar property and stuff like that. So much she's caught the attention of the tribe, who supposedly claims rights to the area where her mansion is, and there's a law firm pro bonoing
Well,
this lawsuit, saying that she literally admitted on live TV that she's living on stolen land. So the property her mansion's on doesn't belong to her. Then they're
Right.
going after it. The local tribe is going after her property.
Yeah, I mean, what was the comedian's name that was just on before? Just like
Ricky Gervais.
Okay,
is-
just like
I
he
might be
said,
fucking up
just
his
like
name,
he
but-
said to all of them while they were sitting there, y'all are millionaires living in mansions. You don't know anything about the real world. Shut up. She's talking about stuff that will not affect her. Like she knows about it better than anybody else.
Who is she? Some music artist, I guess.
What's her
I only
name?
recently
Billie
heard her
Eilish. Well, here's another video. Here.
Billie Eilish's stolen land rant at the Grammys receiving pushback. Now a Native American tribe has a message for the singer about her multi-million-dollar Los Angeles mansion. Christina Thompson on the couch with me now. She's joining me for The Trend.
Well, her mansion, it's estimated to be about $3 million, right? And it actually sits on ancestral land belonging to the Tongva tribe, which inhabits the greater Los Angeles basin. Now, at the Grammys, she stood on the stage with her brother, the pair donning ICE out pins on their clothes, and she gave a speech criticizing ICE and America's stolen land, saying no one is illegal on stolen land. I just feel like we need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting. Our voices really do matter, and the people matter. The tribe says, yes, we do matter. They released a statement saying, as the first people in the greater Los Angeles basin, we do understand that her home is situated in our ancestral land. Eilish has not contacted our tribe directly regarding her property. Now, the internet was quick to connect those dots.
I've decided today to move into Billie Eilish's $6 million Malibu beachside mansion. She announced today at the Grammys that no human being is illegal on stolen land. So I'm going to be making the trip to America. I'm packing my bags right away, and I'm looking forward to just taking possession of her $6 million Malibu mansion. No human being is illegal. So I want to thank everybody who's believed in me on this journey. I really can't wait to move in.
Shada, it always just gets me when, I feel like so many celebrities are so quick to sit up on their high horse.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone should fight for what they believe in, but truly, if you really believe in the cause, put your money where your mouth is, donate it back to the Native American tribe where your house sits on their actual
especially beneath her.
Right.
You know.
But see, the problem is, though, her fans. Why you gonna move us around?
I don't know.
Her fans will believe that.
Yeah.
And her fans,
The people in that room.
will follow that, will follow her because she is a celebrity and she is their voice. So whatever she says and whatever she does, they will agree with her, because she is famous to them in their world, But then those people will be ready to criticize you and tell you, oh, well, you're a Trumpist and you're this. No. At least to me, I'm just saying, no. I just like the man's idea. I like his agenda. I'm not saying I'm not going to be out in the street hollering and hollering because I know what's right and I know what's wrong. Like another one is like the Kardashians. Well, people will follow these celebrities and see who they voted for and who are they going to go for and who are they going to do so that they could do the same thing because they want to be just like them.
That's exactly why
And it's just like it's
celebrities are being bought.
And it's just yeah, you're right, Vince. Celebrities are being bought to speak up and say, "Oh, this is who I'm going to vote for." So
Bought or
my fans should do the same thing.
A good chunk of them,
because a lot of these people have shit ton of fans.
I still say a lot of them are being blackmailed too.
So it's a lot of these people have a lot of fans, and it's one person can make a difference, and there you go.
A lot of
these celebrities they speak up, and they make a big difference because a lot of these people get sucked into their brain, believing that whatever these people do, they're going to be successful just like them. No, I don't want to be successful. I don't want to be successful like nobody. I want to be successful just like myself.
Yeah, a lot of these celebrities have dark secrets they don't want out there, and it makes them a target to be blackmailed. Hey, you're going to push this agenda.
Yeah, John says sad part is her handlers told her to say that. Now she's got to deal with the pushback now. Yeah. These people sold their soul for this stuff though. Like they have
Right.
to act on command
Yeah.
and you know, that selective outrage on command.
Remember, this had to have been
Damn,
quite
it's
some
spicy.
episodes ago. We were talking about how some celebrities offered up children in advance to be turned into transsexuals.
Maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know.
We
But they
talked
talk
about that in
the
previous
adrenochrome
episode.
too. I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I believe all that. Because you see it in other aspects of life,
Who
just
was
not
it?
celebrities.
What
but-
celebrity was it that had like 3 kids or something, and they were
Oh
all
yeah, we talked about them. That I forget.
they were
Who
all
was that?
all 3 kids were raised and became trans.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't remember
Some
either.
wacko from Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you know there's something wrong there when you have 3 boys and they all think they're girls or whatever. You know, something's not right. We got other stories. What's going on up there at the top? You see,
All
did
that
you guys
bread?
still
Yeah, man,
in
it's not good.
Bitcoin at all? Are you in
Nah.
Bitcoin at all?
Nah. Well, I mean, yeah, but I'm not doing well.
Yeah, Bitcoin's down to 72,000, and it's not going to stay there. It'll go back up. I'm not on board with the idea that Bitcoin's crashing for good. It's not. It's going back up.
Walmart was doing
What
pretty
else
good
is
the
up
other day.
there?
Amazon.
I
Google,
see quite a
Meta.
bit of red. Yeah,
There's quite a bit of it. It's only Wednesday.
I'm tempted to get back into the cryptos.
Hmm.
No, it's a good time to get into it while it's down.
Look at Walmart.
Walmart 128. Walmart's done good over the past few years.
Especially after they split.
Microsoft was doing all right. Nothing major going on though. Tesla, what's Tesla?
What did John say? Is that the celebrity that we were trying to think of?
Charlize Theron. I don't know, but I think she's hot. I think she was in Charlie's Angels. Leo, what were you Googling before we move on? You were Googling something before we went to...
You don't remember. Go into Google and see what it was.
TikTok.
Oh, you were Googling
okay.
when TikTok
You're
was
right.
created, yeah.
You're
Nine
right.
years
All
ago,
right.
2016. September 20th, 2016.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know why that resurfaced in my brain. Buy XRP. I don't like XRP, and I'll tell you why. It's controlled, and the weird thing about XRP is it is used already. It's been being used by the banks, and every time a transaction is made with XRP, a little bit is burned off, but it's still a centralized cryptocurrency, and I don't know. I'm not part of that XRP bandwagon. I did own some of it. I don't think I own any more of it. XLM, if that's Stellar, I had some of that too. The use case, I bought it for the use case. If that's Stellar, and I believed in the use case, but like most of those, I don't think the use cases go anywhere. They end up being a tradable token, but people are willing to pay for them. But yeah, I could get into some of that.
Hey,
but
Mike,
I don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You're not paying me for
don't listen
financial
to Mike.
advice, and so
I
don't listen to
Mike.
me unless you want to lose your money.
not
John says neither am I. Get silver. Yeah. What is the price of silver right now?
Hey, Mike.
Yes.
You heard we're going back to the moon?
You know what? I don't have anything up here for that. But
I heard something about it.
But are we going to the moon, Leo?
I don't know.
It says we're going to go fly around the moon
Yeah.
in early 2026.
So tell us what you got. Tell us.
But then later there's plans to land on the moon, I think. But that's a little ways
as
away.
of right now, I only see that yes, humanity is returning to the moon.
Yeah, I saw something where they were planning on flying around the moon.
But mission scheduled to fly around the moon in early 2026.
Yeah, and then
making it the first human trip.
Well, they were supposed to go
long Earth orbit since 1972.
This week they were supposed to go, I think the 8th. But the weather and some leaks and stuff like that. This is what ChatGPT is giving me.
They're just
2026 Artemis 2, a crewed mission that loops astronauts around the moon and back to Earth. No landing, but a huge milestone. Why is it huge? We've already been there.
2027, they're planning on trying to land on the moon, astronauts.
Artemis 3.
I did see that before.
This is the big one. Astronauts land on the moon for the first time since Apollo, aiming for the lunar South Pole. Like that
Whatever
means
that
anything
means.
to me. That doesn't fucking mean
whatever that
to me.
means. I don't know what that means, but okay.
A couple of caveats because space is hard. Is it okay?
What? Was somebody high when they typed that up? A couple of caveats because space is hard. And there's like a smiley
this is my
face.
assistant,
like,
by the way.
that's ChatGPT.
These dates depend on testing the NASA Artemis program hardware, especially the space launch system.
I want to be
Orion spacecraft and SpaceX's lunar lander. Delays are always possible, but momentum is very real this time. Oh, well, we should try to go. We should, if we know ahead of time.
I'm not going to the moon.
I'm not going to the moon.
Hey,
either.
listen, hold up.
But we should try to get
that's a once in a lifetime thing. I'll go
and get some good,
like it taken off or something.
Some good
footage.
Yeah, why not?
Like well,
everybody else.
It's not that far from here. It's what?
I've always wanted to go to the Kennedy Space Center.
I've been there.
I've never been able to make it to the Kennedy
Oh,
Space
no.
Center.
Oh, you got to do the chaperone then. If your kids are in public school, they'll get the chance to go, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
What else should we ask them? When were we last to the moon?
Sure.
These are all things that have been brought up.
I would love it if it said we never were at the moon.
The last time humans went to the moon was December 1972. That's older than me. That mission was Apollo 17. Eugene, yada, yada.
But see, my thing is like we haven't been able to return though, like with
all
the technology that we have.
That's exactly why, Leo. I cannot believe that we went to the moon. Then we've never been back, nor has anybody else.
We have done so many things and accomplished so many missions and done so many missions there and back, and it's just I don't know.
Humans have landed on the moon 6 times.
I'm sorry. What?
6 times. You think it was just once, right? Yeah, the look on your face, Leo, was like, what? 6 times. We've been there 6 times. We stopped going because it's fucking nothing. It's a moon.
10, 11, 12.
Or it's a fucking show. It's an act. Sorry for my language tonight, but we turned it up a notch.
Where's the footage of all the other ones?
Apollo 11. It's probably out there. Apollo 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 12 astronauts have walked on the moon. Total crewed missions that went to the moon were 9. This includes missions that orbited or flew around the moon. Apollo 8, first humans to orbit the moon. Apollo 10, full dress rehearsal came within 9 miles of the surface. Apollo 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 landed. Apollo 13 aborted landing, but looped around the moon and returned safely. That was the one with who's the guy that was trapped on the island with the soccer ball?
Epstein.
Yeah, he was with Epstein too.
Got him.
Fucked up.
You guys are bad.
You said it. What was his name?
You thought about it.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
he was on that one.
I know who you're talking about.
6 moon landings, 9 human missions to the moon. Last time was December 1972. Next planned landing, Artemis 3, targeting 2027. Yeah, we'll have to we'll keep an eye out on our page because we'll try to keep our Facebook page up to date. We do the local
Tom
page, but
Hanks.
that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad when Leo immediately associated him with Epstein. I hope people were watching because that was gold. We can get into real quick. I think after the show we did last week, they raided Georgia election offices. They took like thousands of documents where in Fulton County, where there was a big deal about election integrity. They covered up the windows and they didn't let people see the count. And all of a sudden, Trump lost Georgia or some shit like that. But there was a lot of chatter because Tulsi Gabbard was there. Tulsi Gabbard is the director of national intelligence. She is like the nation's top intelligence agent to the president. Like she's got NSA, all that like funnels through her. Wiretapping, foreign dignitary, like you name it. This is it all ties into Tulsi Gabbard. So having her head up something like the election integrity for future elections is a pretty big fucking deal. And you can bet some of these counties where they weren't following the law are shaking in their boots. There is a lot of pushback about it also because elections are supposed to be locally ran, not federally. But when it becomes apparent that the system is corrupt in certain districts or counties or whatever, that the federal government has an obligation and should step in and stabilize the election process in that area again, and to fair and balanced, not not balanced, just whatever the count is with integrity, But you see some parts like Minnesota where you can't trust any election that's ever come out of there. So Tulsi Gabbard, let's see what is.
Gabbard has been tapped by the President of the United States to oversee the sanctity and the security of our American elections. She's working directly alongside the FBI Director, Kash Patel. This is a coordinated whole-of-government effort to ensure that our elections, again, are fair and transparent moving forward. I don't see anything wrong with the President tasking a cabinet member to pursue an issue that most people want to see solved. Maybe you don't, but I know many Americans do want to make sure our elections are protected, and that's what Tulsi Gabbard is focused on doing.
Yeah, it's got a lot of people like, whoa, what is she the one spearheading this task force for? She's a cabinet level, administrator and person in the administration. So it's got a lot of them shaken, I think, and they should be, the big deal is that SAVE Act going on right now, and there's people voting against it. And I can't understand why anybody would vote against voter ID. And that's the biggest thing in that bill. And the Democrats are pushing back. Call it racist. They call it everything under the sun. But
it shows you that they're
election integrity.
Right. They're using it to cheat. And they don't want that ability to go away.
You think so? Absolutely.
Yeah. Why else would they be against it?
Especially if they're losing. They're scared to death of losing head count on the census. First of all, that's why they're scrambling in Minnesota. That's why they're scrambling in California. The illegal immigration and the fraud and the federal money that's getting siphoned into these outlets, and what they're getting in return is more representatives in Washington, more votes for the Democrats in blue cities. And it's sickening, and it's coming to a city near you unless you show up to the midterms, which is coming up. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's August. Or there's some elections in August, but all right, we got, what is it? We got 15 minutes. Election integrity. We'll talk about this real quick.
New at 2, we're half past the hour. A possible biological lab inside a Las Vegas home now under investigation. a federal investigation. Agents seizing vials of unknown liquids and probing a potential link to a Chinese national accused of running a similar lab in California that held deadly pathogens. Our senior national correspondent William Lajeunesse is reporting live on this out of Los Angeles for us. Hello, William.
Well, Sandra, two amazing things about this story. One, the man who owns that Vegas lab, he's a Chinese scientist linked to the CCP, is and has been in jail the last 3 years. Secondly, the lab is not an FDA licensed facility, but it's in a house in Vegas, raided Saturday morning by the FBI, SWAT pulling out boxes of what police believe are hazardous biological agents and pathogens, normally found in a secure university or industrial lab with airlocks designed to prevent an outbreak.
Almost immediately, investigators observed multiple refrigerators, a freezer, and other laboratory-type equipment, along with numerous bottles and jugs containing unknown liquid substances.
So the Vegas lab, according to police, belongs to 62-year-old Zhu Baiju, a Chinese national and a fugitive who also goes by the alias David He. He was arrested in 2023 for manufacturing unlicensed medical devices and lying about unapproved HIV and pregnancy test kits that he was selling. He also operated this illicit biolab in an abandoned warehouse in Reedley, California, where investigators found thousands of vials of blood and tissue, 1,000 genetically engineered mice designed to carry the COVID virus, and CDC tests did show the vials contained HIV, COVID, hepatitis, herpes, and malaria. Police arrested Zhu, and he's been in jail ever since. Congressional investigators linked the lab to the Chinese Communist Party, a tie that also suggests the same people are behind the Vegas lab.
What do we think these people were doing with those substances in the house? And I'll tell you, the truth is we don't know yet.
So House investigators say Zhu got financing from mainland China to create dozens of companies here and Canada. He employed mostly Chinese nationals to steal American intellectual property and transfer it to China. His trial begins in April.
What the fuck?
That's crazy shit.
It's late enough in the night your kids should be watching, but that's like what Nightmare is made of. Like, you ever watch 24 with Jack Bauer and he saves the world every week?
Yeah.
You know, or by protecting the president or some shit. I mean, that's kind of what, this guy was trying, making rats carry these viruses.
Right.
And he was here. This wasn't over in China, but the money was coming from China. And knowing what we know now of the China virus and why Trump called it the China virus, is this is war? This is kind of the stuff kind of wars are made out of. They're literally attacking us with fentanyl. They attacked us with COVID, which we might have been responsible for, but they attacked us with it. Now it looks like they're trying to attack us with even worse, with rats and carrying worse diseases. And it's just, I don't know where it starts.
It's disgusting.
To where tariffs don't. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. A more pressing story, though, might be a little sensitive situation, and I understand if you know things, if somebody here might know things that can't share things with us, but here's an interesting story I come across on X. It was actually a Fox News story.
The Reconquista movement involves all the leadership of Mexico. I could read to you literally dozens of quotes from Mexican presidents, Mexican senators, prominent people in journalism that say they are using mass migration as a means to reconquer or retake the territories that were lost to them. And this is not just bravado, Jesse. As I point out in the book, they have created an infrastructure in our country. People don't realize that right now in the United States, there are more than a dozen senators and members of their House of Representatives of the Mexican Congress who live in the United States. And their job is to represent Mexicans living in the United States in the Mexican parliament. So they've already starting to take steps to undermine our sovereignty. And that's not even to mention what they're doing with their 53 consulates, which, by the way, is almost 10 times as many as Great Britain has in the United States. They're involved in politics, and they're organizing some of these anti-ICE protests.
Wait, wow. I mean, that's a lot. You're saying that would be like the United States having congressmen in other countries representing Americans living abroad. You're saying that that's what Mexico's doing here?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's a Senator Ruiz, for example, who sits in the Mexican Senate but lives in Arizona. She's actually proposed legislation to make California a state of Mexico. There's a congressman who lives in Ontario, California, who went across the United States saying he was organizing the militancy to undermine the presidency of Donald Trump. These are all facts and statements that they've made. So we need to understand there is a political infrastructure. It's not just people pouring across the border. It's the political networks that Mexico and other countries have established inside the United States that are undermining our sovereignty.
It's pretty crazy. We talked about the Chinese police stations. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a pretty scary thought. This is not much different. I mean, this is actually building infrastructure just like that in foreign land to where eventually you consume it.
Yeah, and this isn't anything against Mexico. It really isn't, but it's like, why would that be okay? Why would anybody be okay with that? Would you think Mexico would be okay with us going there, putting our congressmen living in Mexico, trying to get votes and take over there? No, that wouldn't be okay. If we start doing that in Canada, they're not going to be okay with that. So why should we be okay with anybody, whether it's Mexico or anywhere else? Why would we be okay with that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hate, just like Billie Eilish said, we're living on stolen land, Vince.
Right.
Which is bullshit because there's a difference between settled on land and conquered land. And that's kind of what happened. We had settlers here and they went to war and they conquered whoever they were warring with. And they won. It's conquered. And now it's a very diverse mix of people who have established borders, laws, ways to enforce those laws, ways to judge those laws.
My thing is there's other better things to be worried about than land, because at the end of the day, we're all being 6 feet under this land, because nobody's going to bury you at the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Well,
so here,
at some point, somebody claimed all the land. Every bit of land has been claimed by somebody at some point.
And then again, also, you just don't know how to lose at the end of the day.
So here's for California. I have the data on California, Arizona. 1848, it was acquired from Mexico after the Mexican-American War. The agreement was the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. Did I say that right, or was I supposed to roll something there? The cost was $15 million, plus the U.S. assumed some Mexican debts. The deal gave the U.S. all of California, most of modern Southwest Nevada, Utah, parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. California became a state in 1850, 2 years later, helped along by the gold rush, of course. Arizona officially became a state. I think we bought that, 1853, purchased separately from Mexico. The agreement was the Gadsden purchase, cost $10 million. Wow. This added southern Arizona and a slice of New Mexico. The main reason, a southern railroad route that would freeze or cross mountains. Arizona didn't become a state until 1912. California.
Could you imagine what it was like back then in 1912 and who was making these decisions?
Or 50 years earlier.
Who's going to make these decisions of this land, and we're going to trade this for that, and it's going to cost you, what did they say, 10 mil?
Altogether for California and Arizona was 25 million.
And if you think about it, that's not a lot of money for land that's country now that people live there, and it's like that's
When
not a lot of money.
when was the last time the U.S. purchased land?
We're fixing
Oh,
to here, Greenland,
well, we should.
We
Hold
should,
on.
but it's starting to sound like that's going to be.
just given to us.
No, I don't know. I don't know. It almost sounds like we're just going to come to an agreement where we are going to be able to control stuff. But
Of course.
who owned Finland? Is it Finland? Denmark. I think it's Denmark, right, Mike? That has Greenland.
Yeah.
I think they're coming to some sort of agreement where we don't get the land, but we basically
Right.
get. They do what we say and allow
What
us to
was your
do what we
question,
want.
Vince?
When was the last time the U.S. bought land like that?
Let's see. Assistant.
Alaska.
It was Alaska in 1867.
So it's been well over 100, let's just call it around 150 years since we've seen that kind of thing. Like nobody's alive from then.
Mm-mm.
That would be so weird to just like, what if all of a sudden you woke up and found out we bought half of Canada or half of Mexico or.
Well, we should. Half of Canada should be with us. Alberta.
Yeah.
Listen, these people that
That
are
would
like,
be so
oh
weird,
no,
though.
American imperialism. Listen, who said we were supposed to stop spreading our values in our democracy, our republic? Who said we were supposed to stop colonizing? And Greenland has 57,000 people who deserve a better life than what Denmark's giving them. And they can probably end up with the best of both worlds, like some other territories, like the Samoa and whatever.
And they can all of a sudden they can be legitimate American citizens and just come live here if they want to. Part of the agreement.
All right. So the last time was Alaska in 1867 for 7.2 million. This had a lot to do with Russia helping us in the war. They sent some warships over to help blockade some of our ports from foreign invasion, and they needed the money actually. So this made it look like we were buying Alaska. Meanwhile, we were paying for their protection, I think it was. They had felt like Alaska, the fur trade, was already done, and that's all that area was good for, and it was too hard to protect it and whatnot. So they thought they were making a hell of a deal. Little did they know the gold rush again. Since then, though, the U.S. has acquired land, Hawaii. They haven't purchased it, though. 1898 was by annexation. Puerto Rico, Guam, the Philippines in 1898, taken after the Spanish-American War. 1898. That was only, 120, 130 years ago? That was right after the Spanish-American War. Alaska is the last territory the U.S. actually bought with cash. 1867, yeah. I think they should. I don't see why not. It's in our area. It's our hemisphere.
Right.
And we don't need Canada, but Alberta, it was said that there was some Trump officials meeting with Alberta secessionists in Canada, and they took it as a threat and treason. But I mean, if these people want to succeed from Canada, and if they do succeed, I think it's important America has a partnership with them lined up, because they're going to need support, whether they become America a 51st state or not. They have a lot of oil. They need partnerships to not be freaking railroaded,
Yeah, I agree.
or taken advantage of by Canada like they have been.
Yeah.
Same thing with Denmark and Greenland, Canada and Alberta. It's got so much oil, so much reserves, or minerals in Alberta. Same with Greenland, but the people who control them don't let the people of that land reap the
Right.
benefits off it. So Alberta subsidizes Toronto, or I don't know if I got the capitals right, but Alberta in the west subsidizes the overpopulated areas in the east who, aren't making money, and it's just part of their system. And it's same thing with Denmark and Greenland. The people of Greenland can't develop any kind of mind. You know, Denmark controls all that, but yet they're not letting those people capitalize off their own land either. So I think it's a shame that we're not going to acquire the whole island. I mean, within time, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
We just keep pushing the fence, push the fence out a little farther every day. You know, eventually, what are they going to do? Send another dog sled? We're right at an hour, you guys. At 9:00, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, follow. You got a minute to get a comment in. We would appreciate it. It does help. Helps the algorithm and all that shit. You guys got anything before we go?
Nope.
No.
We did shoot down a drone. That's no big deal. COVID's coming. That's a big deal. We talked about that though. That's all we got. Anyways, I don't know. We might be back here next week, or you might see us skip next week and see us at the Conspiracy Club. We'll find out what's going on, and we'll talk to y'all later.
Ain't afraid to shout, make America great, tell them what it's about. Facts over feelings, cutting through the noise, fighting woke mobs and the kids with toys. They spew their lies, they spreading hate. Lips BS ain't gonna seal our fate. No nonsense here, just straight to the point. Truce to ammo in this battleground joint. Make America great again, stand and fight. Facts over feelings, day and night. Fight the woke mob, cancel their crying. Truth on the mic while they keep lying. They wanna cancel, they wanna control, but we got the truth, we breaking the mold. Speak your mind, don't let them bind. Words cut through, sharper than a sword of kind. Sense is just raw, no filter to